what does the scope or the landscape look for David Haney in 2025?
Man, that's another one. The rematch, get it back in blood. Ryan Garcia. And so, listen, I'm probably
Me
different than a
too.
lot of people. I'm different than a lot of people. I actually want to see it because I think that Devin Haney did a decent job as far as boxing goes, and as far as the point guards go, outside of the knockdowns. And he finished the fight. He didn't get stopped, and the fight actually went to the scorecards. And this is something that he could potentially learn from, and redeem himself. And I guess one of the takeaways is he's technically still undefeated. He technically didn't lose that fight. Technically.
Right. Technically speaking,
There was
he
some fight. Did you like?
go
Go
ahead.
go ahead.
Well, I
I
would
was like, I was
like.
gonna say,
I think we lagging, bro. But I'll go ahead. Hey, so like LT said, um, getting it back in blood. Every great fighter eventually tries to avenge their defeats. That's what we love in the sport. If they don't do it immediately, maybe he has a fight in between, but you have to make plans to spin the block and see about that again. Like that just has to be done. Just from a competitor, from a man standpoint. Like, and
right.
I boxing fans, we say a lot, but I'm like LT. I would want to see it. Like, let me know. Like, okay, was it the Ostarine in his system? I'm sure the drug testing would be highly scrutinized going into a rematch. Build up would be incredible. And as far as big fights to be made, this is just another big fight to be made because of the controversy surrounding the fight. Like he didn't lose, but we saw a loss. And
Right.
bad, dirty tests coming up. Victor Conti, Vada, Snack, David Haney, Bill Haney. I mean, come on now, bring it on. Only in America.
Oh,
Look, I hate talking about it. Look, that's what it's about.
only
Entertain
in
us, man.
America. Hey, you guys have hyped that fight. Now I want to see it. The only thing is, I still have this taste in my mouth. Pause. I mean, about Haney's last outings, and it starts. I think either it was with Lomachenko, where I was like, "What is happening here?" Um, what do you think? How do you think he performed with that unanimous decision that he had over Lomachenko? Do you think Loma was kind of robbed? I mean, because I was confused with that fight. I was like, okay. And then his two Kambosa fights.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
like
just
what I
really
saw against Lomachenko. Well, I like what I saw from Lomachenko.
Kambosa.
Yes.
Yes.
Against Devin Haney. Yeah, I thought Lomachenko was able to let his hands go. He turned them
Yes.
constantly. He showed more skill. I thought during that fight. Wasn't I
Mhm.
wasn't like calling a robbery or anything, but I was like, yo, that
Wasn't
fight did
unanimous.
not look the way the result came out to be.
Right.
Cambosis is, he's a very good try hard type of guy, but Devin Haney just more talented
More talented.
than him. And it was, by fluke circumstance that I felt like Cambosis even had the opportunity to get that, and he took
I was
full.
literally just thinking that, literally
Right.
thinking that
Yeah.
verbatim. I think
He
that was
took
a fluke. It was a fluke win against Teofimo Lopez. I
Hmm.
believe everything Teofimo said, and also Teofimo's dad gave him really bad instructions in that fight. So yeah,
hmm
but
It
I
just
digress.
it's just how all these little things can lead to a moment where Haney is able. Maybe he doesn't get challenged. He gets a different challenge if Teofimo is in a better place and handle business against George Kambosos.
Right.
So it's just that little thing turned history, and then also with this fight. So he's got to go back and fight Ryan Garcia, or you. I don't know who you fight that would even excite me or
I like
bring
I still
me.
want to see I want to see Shakur. I like that
Well,
matchup in particular. I know
Yeah,
there's got to be a fight before that because Shakur has Schofield. But I still like that matchup in particular because there's questions about both of their strength, right?
right,
And
right.
so I like that one, me personally.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
and then we're not getting the Tank fight, right? So that's just
it's not
that's out the
happening.
question. So that's what I'm saying. So I was my mom was thinking, okay, well, who does Haney fight? That you're not fighting Shakur, obviously, and then Tank's talking about retirement. Is it a Teofimo Lopez? Is Teofimo going to 147? So that's why I said I don't know who I see Devin
Oh
Haney getting in the
yeah,
ring with.
yeah.
So that's kind of where my head is. But
Right.
I want to see him. I want to see him get back. You facing some adversity and see how you come back, man. Like I really want to get away from these guys trying to hold on to their O
Mm-hmm.
because there's no shame in taking the L. It's always about how you come back. Like, do you stay down
Right.
or do you get down?
Mm-hmm.
And that there's a mentality that I think these guys can still protect themselves, like as far as health, they can still make a lot of money, but trying to hold on to your record is really hurting the sport. I'm seeing it at matchmaking at a lower level, you know, and getting local events made, and you're seeing guys really ducking each other. And I'm like, this is crazy. This is the sport. This is you find out about yourself. So
Let's not.
anyway,
Yeah. I mean, you got people like Keyshawn Davis out there that's on the come up. Like, yeah, they really better. I think they really better get the bag. Like now's the time for them to make these fights happen
yeah,
because
big fights. Yes, the talent will bring ticket sales, the eyeballs. Like we will in boxing fans, casuals, purists alike will not shame guys for taking losses, especially and it's the manner way you took it. No one
yeah,
is talking bad about Earl Spence right now.
Yep.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because we knew he went out with respect in his honor, his integrity. So when guys
Yeah.
are ducking, we sense it, and it's like, man, like, come on, man, let's get the fight. Let's figure out who really is the best out here.
Yeah.
So,
You talk about fighters like Keyshawn who excites this new era. He's exciting in this new era because not only is he a good fighter, that dude is charismatic. When he's
oh yeah.
talking, he's dramatic. How when he's speaking, his voice is calm, and he's like,
It's
knock
only a
knock.
matter. It's only a matter of time.
Tank Davis come out, or he does weird. Like he knows how to entertain. It's like, yeah, you got it. Like we need to see more of you fighting, but like on the entertainment side, and sorry to say, the generation before Keyshawn, the Devin, they were not charismatic. Like they are not charismatic. They were young, great
like
fighters.
robots.
These
Like
are these guys are
they don't, and they sound cringe when they talk shit.
yeah. It's aggressive trash
Shakur
talk.
is
Yeah,
kind of cringe. His Twitter is cringe. Like I like Shakur, but he sounds like he's angry or emotional. Like it's not fun. Like it's
yeah.
not
Yeah,
like
it's the street element, man. They have you got to be able to differentiate. It's professional boxing, okay? So
yeah,
we're bringing too much of the street element into it.
right.
We gotta work on our articulation here.
Absolutely, and that's why I'm excited when I hear about the Keyshans and how they playful they are. They bring a matching band, and he does this thing. Even Teofimo to a bit, he's playful, and he knows. I mean, he's playful, but in a New York type of way. Like he knows how
That's showmanship.
to talk and be playful. But the better fighters, and I'm sorry to say, even Terrence Crawford is not charismatic. Like I've seen him on the mic, he's calm, chill, but he's not really gonna promote the fight and get fans excited. But we would just respect his skill set, and that's why we go to watch his fights. But I just miss that. I miss having a showman. This is entertainment. Entertain us not only with the lead ups, and this is something that I don't think has been around for a while, with this generation that
Yeah,
is getting older.
right. And people like Tiafimo, like somebody that I really root for. He kind of, there's times where he opens his mouth, he just rubs me the wrong way. Like, come on, bro. Like, you don't need that. We don't need that.
Right, right. I really sense it trying to come back. The showmanship you talk about.
Yeah.
you see it with some of these grand entrances that we've seen in the UK and in Riyadh season. I've really been feeling Usyk's attire on the walkout.
Yeah.
No, who was it? They had Ben Whitaker at that event in the
Ben
UK.
Whitaker, yes.
He had an orchestra
He's
before his last. I don't know. Was it a no contest, no decision? But anyway, the lead up for the Benavidez and Morrell fight has just an old school hate to it. Yeah, so that's the element of the showmanship. Like, I really hate my opponent right now. Like, they probably don't, but that's what's being shown. You know, a lot of times you guys dap it up, hug after the fight, but that's just part of sport. Like, hey man, I'm a dog. I'm trying to get loose. And
bro, like
I do feel like we're at a paradigm shift when it comes to that. Like, I think we're getting out of that Floyd era. Like, Floyd got on the microphone. He's a great fighter. He's a great competitor. Hell of a fighter. Hell of a competitor. And, you know, I was a better man than you know.
Yeah, you sound exactly like better fighter, better competitor.
Ain't nobody trying to hear that.
Yeah. You know, it's crazy, like putting that in perspective, right? And I'm thinking away from fighting. If me and someone collaborated and we made $1 million together, whether it's collaborating to put a diss song together, we just made $1 million together. Dog, I'm hugging you. I'm like, thank you. You're an amazing business partner. Like, why would I be still angry, you know, and still holding beef? But, you know, it's interesting. Like, when you see our fighters, when, you know, pre-fight to post-fight, the energy levels, like, you know, from, you know, when Mike Tyson was like pushing people to, like, you know, giving, you know, let him know that, yo, you're the greatest ever. You're thank you. You know, like, I understand it. Like, you start to understand, like, you know what? It's business at the end of the day. And hey, the more you could bring more attention to this fight, do what you have to do post-fight. Whatever. I don't know what the lines are, if it's family or whatever, what the lines are, don't cross those lines. But anything else is a go. You want to push me around on the face off, you know, we could, you know, maybe just let 1-2 off and whatever, you know, have entourages fight, whatever. But we have to sell this pay-per-view, and we can do it the best way. Like you said, hate sells stuff. You know, so hey, salute to them. But man, we need more entertainers. We need more charismatic people. When you put a microphone on them, I want to be like, I want to watch that guy's post-match. I want to see what he's gonna say after beating this dude. Malinaji, where you at? Malinaji, where you at? Ask your girlfriend where she was last night. Malinaji, where you at?
AB, right?
Yeah, Daddy, brush my hair. Pops, brush my hair. Malinaji, where you at? Then my life is like, that's not my wife. That's yo, that I mean, it's nasty. I don't, but that type of thing. We, you know, Mexican, African American. I'm the can man. I can beat anyone. Like,
my man got it down. No, you're right though. You're right. He brought. Hey, it's coming back. He was bringing that. Was he channeling the money? He was channeling money Mayweather before.
Yeah,
it really hit.
Yeah,
it was just right before he really about to hit. But anyway,
yeah. Anyways, but yeah, salute to Devin Haney. Hopefully, that I heard the lawsuit was pushed in, and they're working on litigation about that. You know, whatever behind the scenes. Also with the whole young thug thing. With man, he had a hard 2024. Hopefully, everything is good and he's mentally ready to come back fighting. If not, take some time out. Mental health is a serious thing, especially what's happening in the news with his home situation and stuff like that. But